Hey guys, I just want to take some time today and talk about some travel router options now that everybody is traveling more frequently and more and more digital threats are coming across, target attacks, invasion of privacy online. So I wanted to showcase some of the products that I have had over the years. I have been a fan of this company, gl-inet, for a while now. I used my first device that I bought from this company just to see how the company was the Slate device over here. This is a travel router that's worked great. It supports VPN protocols like OpenVPN, WireGuard. You can run your own server off there. You can also run as a client mode as well, allowing you to connect to VPN providers, 30 plus VPN providers, or your own personal VPN configuration file could be important to and connect to it. This has worked great for this point 4.5 5 years, and that was my first device that I purchased. The next device I purchased after this guy was my home router, which was it's called the Flint. It's a gigabit Wi-Fi 6 router, which is not over here in this part. It's the one that's currently running all my like home Wi-Fi, so I can't really take it offline to bring it down over here. If anybody is interested in knowing more about it, I'd be more than happy to share more details, show you configurations that I've been running on it, and any configuration packages that have installed on it. The next device that I purchased was last year was an upgrade for this Slate device. That is a Slate AX over here. It supports Wi-Fi 6 for traveling purposes. Slightly bulkier, so you can see it's a bulkier package over here, but the bulk comes with added feature, like tons of feature. This is something that I could recommend, like without any doubt whatsoever. It's for someone that's looking for a dedicated home router that is going to support a 1 to 2 bedroom apartment, a studio, that kind of situation. This is perfect for that purpose as well. It's a full replacement. I would recommend it as a full replacement for a home router for a small location like a 1 to 2 bedroom or a studio apartment. After I purchased this guy, at the beginning of this year, I came across this guy over here, which is the Beryl AX, which is another travel router, which is a good compromise when it comes to size versus performance. Performance when it comes to the strength of Wi-Fi, performance once it comes to the speeds that it can access WireGuard on. It's a very good medium place between these two guys over here. This is a powerhouse. This is more like adequate for every single day use for anybody that uses it or needs it. A small family even. It's perfect for traveling for that reason. It's compact, lighter. Power requirements are only 5 volts or 3 amps compared to 5 volts or 4 amps. So it's a very good compromise between portability and performance when it comes to these guys. One thing that this guy excels on, the Beryl AX excels on, is the speed you could obtain on for Wi-Fi. The 5 GHz network has a speed of up to 2400 megabits per second, which is great if you have a multitude of devices connected to it and you're sharing data that's, let's say, sitting on a hard drive that's connected over the USB port, or you're just copying data back and forth with multiple devices over the Wi-Fi network. It also supports a full gigabit LAN port and a 2.5 gigabit WAN port as well. So yeah, for that part, that is a no compromise. These guys both have gigabit ports only on them. The wireless speeds are also capped, but this one has 2400 megabits per second Wi-Fi speed, which is substantially great. I have never had to use it, but it's good to know that it's there as an option. I will be doing a more in-depth review of all these 3 units separately. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I really like all 3 of them, and depending on my need, I use all 3 of them. These 2 guys are perfect also for commercial use. If you're actually traveling for a purpose and you have to connect to networks that require you to authenticate the username and password, these would be the perfect fit for that. Sadly, the Beryl AX does not support EAP protocols, so that is the only exclusion over here as well. But this is otherwise perfect for traveling, like traveling to hotels, Airbnbs, no issues at all. But these guys support EAP networks for work purposes. Like if you're traveling from site to site and you have to keep authenticating into Wi-Fi with the username and password, you can just use it once and forget it. It stores the authentication, credentials, and you can just automatically connect to a Wi-Fi network in range as long as SSID is the same that matches the initial when you configured it. Again, I'm gonna post in-depth reviews about all 3 units over here, starting with this guy and the other 2 units behind. If you have any questions, please feel to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer them and go more in depth about features and such. Thank you so much for your time.